distant vow begins to wake. The fading glow beneath the ash still trembles like an ancient day. Lantern smoke ascends in rings, tracing shadows on the wall. And through the hush of winter dusk we hear the quiet voices call.
In the light of the fading ember crown, where the fire once ruled the night, let the last remaining spark endure till the dawn replaces light.
In the light of the fading ember crown, where our memory lies concealed, let the warmth we lost be sealed.
The altar sighs beneath the frost, bearing scars time could not hide. A thread of heat beneath the stone still flickers, though the flame has died.
Silent banners drape the hall, soft with dust of solemn years. And from the corners of the dark, the choir speaks in silver tears.
We gather not for mourning, but to guard what once was bright. A fragile ember held in silence, sheltered from the dying night.
In the light of the fading ember crown, where forgotten prayers remain, let the sparks that linger quietly fold their warmth into our name. In the light of the fading ember crown, where the last faint glow is found, let the earth return to upon the stones where torches died, where halls lie silent, veiled in cold, a distant hymn begins to rise from broken chambers lined with gold.
The banners hang without their crest, the echo hums without a choir, and through the corridors of night, the faded warmth recalls its fire.
Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken key, where the embers faintly sleep. Let the hollow wind remember what the ashes try to keep. Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken key.
along the gate where shadows bloom. A silver trace begins to glow, as though beneath the ancient dust a restless spark still breathes below.
The crumbled arch, the fractured floor still hold the weight of faded years. And in the hush we sense a pulse that trembles like forsaken tears.
No blade is raised, no curse invoked,
No mourning cried for what was done.
we simply gather in the dark,
Where memory outshines the sun.
Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken keep, where the echoes melt away. Let the quiet flame awaken what the winter could not slay. Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken keep, where the last faint spark remains in the stone beneath our names.
In giant hollow forged stone, where silent healers lean and fade, a distant echo stirs the dust like names forgotten, half engraved.
The lantern smoke ascends in rings across the arch of empty air, and something soft begins to move, a breath of what once lingered there.
Hear the voices in the hollow sepulchre, where the twilight gathers slow. Let the murmurs trace the embers through the night beneath the snow.
Hear the voices in the hollow sepulchre, where the old vows still remain
In a faded, haunted strain.
Along the altar, worn and cold, a faint reflection flickers red, though no flame stands upon the stone.
Its warmth endures where footsteps bled. Dust dissolves into the dark, like memory swallowed by the quiet. Yet through the softened veil of time, the quiet shapes of sound revive.
No morning stirs these echoes, no sorrow woven in their tone, only fragments of a promise kept in chambers carved Through the veil of drifting ash, the voices call in whisper still.
Sing the hymn of the eclipse veil, where the night forgets its dawn. Let the embers guide our longing, where the old world still lives on.
Sing the hymn of the eclipse veil,
Through the hush of hollow air,
for the past still lingers there.
upon the stone the cold remains of vows once spoken in the dark. A fading trace of candle flame, a silent oath beneath the spark.
Across the arch of quiet rooms, the dust of ages slowly falls, and from the edges of the gloom, the echo gathers soft and small.
No sorrow leads this calling, no fear beneath the night. Only voices gently falling, like lanterns without light.
Sing the hymn of the eclipse day, where the twilight never breaks. Let the ancient breath awaken what the frozen silence takes. Sing the hymn of the eclipse veil, where the old refrain is bound in the earth beneath the ground. Within the quiet halls of stone, where fading embers softly glow, a distant voice begins to rise, a call from days we used to know. Shadows gather like a crown as a lantern flame begins to sway, and through the hush of crimson light, the ancient vow returns to stay.
Sing the chant of the crimson altar, where the silent echoes fall. Let the lanterns guide our lives.
light within, a sacred flame that time cannot hollow, a warmth beneath the skin.
Sing the chant of the crimson altar, where the shadows drift and bend. Hold the ember close in silence, for the night will never end. Sing the chant of the crimson altar, where the past becomes a flame and the heart returns again.
Upon the stones where torches died, where holes lie silent, veiled in cold, a distant hymn begins to rise from broken chambers lined with gold.
The banners hang without their crest. The echo hums without a choir. And through the corridors of night,
A faded warmth recalls its fire.
sing the distant hymn of the forsaken keep, where the embers faintly sleep. Let the hollow wind remember what the ashes try to keep. Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken keep, till the night forgets its sound, yet the vow remains unbound.
Along the gate where shadows bloom, a silver trace begins to glow, as though beneath the ancient dust a restless spark still breathes below.
The crumbled arch, the fractured floor, still hold the weight of faded years.
And in the hush we sense a pulse that trembles like forsaken tears.
No blade is raised, no curse invoked.
No mourning cried for what was done,
We simply gather in the dark,
where memory outshines the sun.
Sing the distant hymn of the forsaken keep, where the echoes melt away. Let the quiet flame awaken what the winds
Across the halls where silence breathes, a fragile echo starts to rise. No lantern glows, no shadow moves, yet something stirs beyond the skies. Its presence lingers in the dust, a memory shaped in fading lines. And through the hush of fractured stone, a distant voice returns in signs.
Sing the elegy of the wandering spirit, where the old world fades from sight. Let the dimmest spark awaken what was lost beneath the night. Sing the elegy of the wandering spirit, where forgotten vows remain.
Soft as ashes in the rain.
Along the stair of broken halls, a whisper crawls across the floor.
No footsteps fall, yet warmth persists where it once waited near the door.
A silver feather rests in dust, a token of a vanished flame.
And in its glow we faintly trace
The shape of
someone more without name.
We do not call with sorrow cries, nor plead for mourning hands. We simply breathe the name once held.
In gardens now gone to sand.
Sing the elegy of wandering spirit, where the candles cease to burn. Let the breath of fading memory guide its path toward return. Sing the elegy of wandering spirit, and let silence bend its way.
Till the soul no longer strays. Inside a hole of fractured stone, where silent pillars lean and fade, a distant echo stirs the dust, like names forgotten, half engraved.
Lantern smoke ascends in ring across the arc of empty air, and something soft begins to
Breath of what once lingered there.
hear the voices in the hollow sepulchre, where the twilight gathers slow. Let the murmurs trace the embers through the night. the faded haunted stray.
Along the altar, worn and cold, a faint reflection flickers red. Though no flame stands upon the stone, its warmth endures where footsteps bled.
Dust dissolves into the dark,
Like memories swallowed by the quiet. Yet through the softened veil of time, the quiet shapes of sound revive.
No morning stirs these echoes.
No sorrow woven in their tone,
Only fragments of a promise.
kept in chambers carved from bone.
Hear the voices in the hollow sepulchre, calling gently through the gloom. Let the remnants of their singing fill the shadowed altar room. Hear the voices in the hollow sepulchre, where the past still draws its breath in a hymn untouched by death.
Beneath the stone where embers sleep, where faded warmth no longer stirs, a single spark remains in silence, lost beneath the weight of years.
The echoes breathe along the wall, a trembling hush that once was flame. And though the light has slipped away, its fragile memory still remains.
Calling the ember that will not wake through the dust of a hollow shrine. Let the fading glow remember what the winter could not bind. Calling the ember that will not wake, where the dimmest light is sown deep beneath the earth and stone.
No fire bends the shadowed air, no lantern sways against the wind. Yet something soft beneath the soul for someone to begin.
A quiet breath beneath the frost, a vow unbroken in the ground, and through the darkened corridor, the echo forms a solemn song.
Not a cry of mourning sorrow, nor a plea against the night. Only hands upon the altar, seeking remnants of the light.
Calling the ember that will not wake, through the dust of a hollow shrine. Let the fading glow remember what the winter could not bind. Calling the ember that will not wake, where the dimmest light is sown, deep beneath the earth and stone. Calling the ember that will not wake, through the dust of a hollow shrine. Let the fading glow remember what the winter could not find. Calling the ember that will not wake, till the silence bends away,
And the warmth returns someday.
Upon the stone where embers sleep, a distant